to the baseball season opener. Glad to have you with us for the baseball season. Trevians very highly regarded. Should be a pretty good season for us here on the network. Hope so.
Leading off for New Trier, number 11, Mark Mazzone.
Here's Mark Mazzone to lead it off. Mazzone, senior shortstop for the Trevians, takes a pitch low and away. A ball one. Sunshiny day, a bit brisk, north wind. Pitch outside a ball. Well, here we are again. Hard to believe. And that's low, a ball. 3-0 to Mazzone, leading off the ball game. In there for a strike. 3-1. Mazzone taking all the way. Wearing the traditional number 11 of shortstops in the Chicago area. There's a strike, and the count goes full. 3-2 the count. Ground ball, little squibber, picked up by the pitcher. Long throw in time. 1-3 on the putout, and there's one away. Here's Gavin Sharp.
With one down, that brings up number 6, Gavin Sharp.
Gavin Sharp taking over the center field duties from graduated senior Ryan Spellman. Pitch is low and inside a ball. Ryan going to Illinois Wesleyan in Bloomington, right across the tracks from Illinois State. There's a fair ball down the line. Here goes Sharp towards second, and he'll make it easily. A stand-up double for Gavin Sharp. Here's Austin's Turbin. Austin probably going to be the regular left fielder, but playing right field for the slightly injured Mike Wertheimer. Wertheimer, a little pull in one of the muscles. So Turbin over in right field today, and John Profita in left. The look back, the pitch on the way, in there for a strike on the inside corner. Trevians, fairly highly regarded, but I always, kind of the thing I always say about these early season polls, you can't really go by them because it's all name recognition more than anything else. There's a pitch inside and low ball, particularly in high school, where there aren't that many reporters covering it, and the other problem being that the teams don't play each other. There's a swing and a ground ball. Slow roller picked up by the second baseman. And over. And Sharp on over to third. Here's Harang. Harang, one home run shy of the New Trier record for most home runs in a season last year, tying the record set by Matt Lonick in his junior year. Harang had 10, Lonick 11. Pitch inside a ball. Inside a ball. Now the pitch. High. 3-0.
Good pitch, Jeff.
A little bit outside. A little foul ball back to the screen by Harang. Chris very close to setting the record for the most home runs in a career as well. Pitch outside a ball, and Harang draws the walk. Here's Miles Kloss. Miles Kloss, sophomore. Everyone very high on his potential. A little foul ball. Miles, a pitcher first baseman. And Klaus hit by a pitch. And the bases are loaded.
Now batting, number 19, Brett Sortle.
And here's Brett Sortle. Brett, second baseman this year. There's a fly ball. Back he goes and has it for the out. And left in the inning. No runs on one hit and 3 left on base. Profita, Sharp, and that's Turbin, the outfield, left to right. Harang, Mazzoni, Sortle, and Klaus, the infield. And the battery today of Danny Larkin pitching and Brad Shapiro catching. There's the first pitch, a bunt, a bare hand pickup, throw in time. Nice job on the bare hand pickup
Number 15,
by Harang. There's a strike. Dean Canamatore on deck. Pitches high ball. Dean has been around for a little while. Plays on the Cardinals and the Notre Dame squad. Cardinals in the summer. There's a pitch low and inside a ball. Get him dancing a little bit. The pitch. Back to the screen. Wake you up, didn't it? Outside the ball. Swing and a drop third strike. Throw to first. And there's Canamatore. There's a strike. Got a few students here. This ballpark right behind the school of Notre Dame on Dempster. Ian Niles is a pitch high, a ball. We're shooting through the screen again. There's a foul ball out of play. Wicked shot down the line in right field. Swing and a drop. Third strike again. Throw to first. And that takes care of that. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. And nobody left at the end of 1. There's no score. We'll be back with more here on the network in just a moment.
Now batting number 3.
Here's Dusty Napoleon to lead off the second inning. Dusty, the designated hitter today. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Low and inside a ball. Skipped away a little bit from the catcher, Josh Piazza. That pitch is low ball. Swinging a ground ball. Through for the base hit single. So Napoleon leads off the inning. With the single.
Now batting number 15, Brad Shapiro.
Here's catcher Brad Shapiro. Got a chance to see Brad in action last year in the American Legion. Takes a pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Strike 1. Throw to first, runner back. So Napoleon on at first. Nobody out. Top half of the second inning. Our opener on the cable. Ground ball over to second. Out. Scored that as a fielder's choice.
Now batting number 1.
5-4 on the putout. And here's Profita. Courtesy runner. Throw over to first, runner back. Now the pitch. Line shot. Base hit. That's going to go for extra bases all the way back to the wall. And runner held at third on the double by Profita.
Now batting number 11, Mark Mazzone.
Here's Mazzoni. He grounded out on a squibber. The last time up. Batting here in the second inning. No score. Trevians threatening. 2 on, both in scoring position. And 1 out. Pitch low and away a ball. Ground ball. First baseman over for the out. Over to the first baseman for the out. 1-3 again on the put out. Boy, that
Now batting, number 6, Gavin
Profita was way off the bag. He was very lucky they didn't have a play worked out there, or he would have been dead to rights. So now 2 men in scoring position for Gavin Sharp. Sharp doubled his last time up. Pitch is low and inside a ball. Little weak foul ball. Got a little piece of it. Back to the screen. Well, they did a kind of a rehab on this ballpark. Added lights. As the ball gets away, and here comes the runner home with the first run of the ball game on the wild pitch. Runners move up. They repainted everything, added lights, and a new scoreboard. Unfortunately, the paint on the backstop hasn't dried yet. A couple of people have taken little pieces of that, taking bits, drips and drabs of it back home with them. That's a walk on Sharp to Sharp. And here's Austin Turbin. So runners at the corners for Austin Turbin. High fly ball. Little infield. Back behind second base. Taken by the shortstop and the inning over. But the Trevians did come up with a run on 2 hits. And they stranded 2. There's a strike. Strike 1. Strike 2. Still at the knees on the outside corner. Always a tough pitch to hit. The delivery by Larkin, foul ball back. Bottom of the second. Doing a ground ball. Sortle has it. Over to Klaus, and there's one away. Line shot through for the base hit single. First hit of the ball game for Notre Dame.
Now batting, number 30, Josh Piazza.
Here's Piazza. Catcher for Notre Dame. There's a strike, outside corner. Strike 1. New Trier, one thing they've got this year is a big pitching staff. Size-wise. Pitch is low ball. Danny Larkin listed at 6'5". John Chance is 6'4". Duncan Elmer 6'4", and Miles Pulse 6'4". So if you assume that to be your regular starting rotation, got some big size. Now if they can bring it, all of them bring it with some force. There's a ground ball. Nice job. Over to second, out. And on to first, not in time.
Now batting at number 11.
A great job by Mazzoni, filling up the hole. 5-4 on the put out at second. As we said, a nice job by Mazzoni. There's a strike. And a nice off-balance throw on top of that by Mazzoni. So runner on at first, 2 down. Go to first, runner back. Fly ball down the line, gonna drop in as the Quail. Base hit single. Nice job going to the opposite field. And there's 2 aboard for Notre Dame, who are threatening.
Let's go. Take it to the right center, kid. You don't gap one here, 1-3. What do you say, kid?
The look around. The pitch by Larkin. Swing and a miss, strike.
Way to go after him, guy. Way to go after him.
Well, we're back again for another year. Baseball. Got a lot of baseball action scheduled this year. Once again, there's a ball. Inside. Once again, what with the regular season and then American Legion. There's a high pop-up foul and out of play. Outside the ball. Swinging a hot shot. Fair ball. Nowhere to go with it. Good job by Harang, though, knocking it down and preventing it from going to extra bases. So now the bases are loaded. Swing and a miss. Strike. 2 out. Bases jammed. Trevians leading. Lorraine Klaus and Sortel do up. And the third pitch is high and away, a ball. Outfield playing straight away and regular depth. Infield playing normal, shaded slightly to the left. There's a strike. Baseball obviously subjected to the weather. And a hit batsman. The hit batsman brings home the run.
Now batting, number 25, Joe Tiarango.
Come on, kid, big shot, kid.
Tiarango, the batter. With the bases loaded. Takes a strike. Let's see. I know I was scheduled to do the Carmel game. And, of course, weather being what it is. Now the pitch. Low, a ball. Nobody going. Let's see, weather permitting. We've got Maine East, Niles North next week. As our two broadcasts. Both from Duke Childs. Ground ball. Foul. Strike. Tiarango hanging in there. Ground ball. Shortstop. Up with it. Throws. In time. Much to the chagrin of the Notre Dame faithful, and getting one run on 2 hits and 3 left. Here's Chris Harang to lead off the second inning. Trevians 1 run on 3 hits, have stranded 5. Notre Dame 1 run on 2 hits and stranded 3. Through 3 innings, there's a strike to Harang. He walked his first time up. Kind of a bees in the bat day. Boy, it'll sting your hands pretty good out there. There's a pitch low and inside the ball. I'm sure we have a wind chill below freezing. Got a strong north wind blowing in today. You know, actually blowing out, sort of. Kind of cross field from left field corner to the right field corner. Inside a ball. High pop-up. Catcher calling for it. Piazza. Nope. Couldn't judge it right with the wind. And now Harang hit by a pitch. Just a little gray shot. Here's Miles Klaus. As you can see, Miles a fairly tall young man. It's a pitch low, a ball. And a strike. The high inside corner. They say Miles has got some pretty good power. Went fishing. Bad one. There goes the runner to second. And we'll make it. On the pass ball. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
There you go. Nice job.
A very good at bat for Miles. Kind of bad pitch selection. Here's Brett Sordo. Pitch is low and inside a ball. Brett Sordo flew out to left his last time up. There's a strike. 1 out, 1 on. Don't call that harangue on second stolen base. It was on a pass ball. There's a pitch low in the dirt, a ball. A little bit antsy, thinking perhaps Harangue had intentions to go to third, which he did not have.
Get the batter, kid.
And the pitch. Swinging a line shot. Left field. Caught. And the runner's hold. Here's Dusty Napoleon. He singled his last time up. Throw to second. Harangue back. Outside and low, a ball. To Dusty Napoleon. Designated hitter for the Trevians today. Third inning. In the dirt, a ball. Now again, the look back. Keeping Harangue honest, and the pitch low, a ball. Dusty also a catcher. Saw him last summer. Has a pretty good arm on him. Low and inside, ball 4, and Napoleon draws a walk. Third walk issued. And here's Brad Shapiro.
Now batting, number 15, Brad Shapiro.
Shapiro grounded into a fielder's choice. Last time up. And the courtesy runner for the catcher came home to score. There's a strike. If it weren't for the wind, it'd be a beautiful day for baseball. It's low and away, a ball. With the wind a little bit nippy. Coming in off the lake. Always like that in the springtime.
Okay, you're winning.
Now the delivery. Foul ball back to the screen. Brad Shapiro. Outside a ball. And again, everybody staying fairly close. 2 on, 2 out. Ground ball. Deep short, long throw. Will not be in time, and everybody's safe. Trevians got the bases loaded. Score that as a hit. Here's Profita. Doubled the last time up, fouls one off. Strike. Low and inside a ball. More inside than low. Swinging a ground ball, slow roller. Second baseman has it. Throws in time. And nothing across for the Trevians. They have stranded 8 through 3 innings. In the inning, no runs. On 1 hit. 3 left. Till we go to the bottom half here of the 3rd inning. Glad to have you for our baseball action today. Swing and a miss, strike. Strike 1. That's low, ball. Big gap down the power alleys. Pitch is low, ball. But particularly on that left side of the outfield, some great speed. Sharp and Profita. Some real good speed out there. Pitch is low and away, a ball. Ball 4.
Now batting number 44, Dean Catabatori.
Here's Catabatori, number 3 hitter in the Notre Dame Dons lineup. Struck out his first time up. Danny Lorcan on the mound. Big, tall left-hander. Pitch outside a ball. The look to first. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. There's the throw at his second. Not in time. And we got ourselves our first stolen base of the year on the net one.
Paulie Steele second.
Catabatori bats. Runner in scoring position at second. Paulie steals second base after being walked. That's a ball. Now again, the look back. Low and away, a ball.
Take a 3-1 swing at it.
Strike. On a swing and a miss. Nobody out. Bottom of the 3rd. 1-1 game. The pitch. Strike 3. And again, Catabatori goes down swinging.
Now batting at number 10, Joe Burke.
Here's Burt. Grounded out. Second to first. First time up. Larkin stepped off the rubber for a moment. Now they pitch outside. Maybe a little bit high. Ball.
Turn on one, kid.
Ball 2. Again high and a little outside.
There's action in the bullpen, 7. Get the best game ready in Detroit.
Danny Larkin delivers. High squibber. Taken at first. Throw to third. Polly moves over.
Now batting, number 23, John Kolikow.
Klaus just tagged the base. High pop-up. And called by Shapiro and then dropped. Well, that was a case... Lukowski. That was the case just now where that really was Klaus should have taken that one and not Shapiro. Shapiro kind of turned the wrong way, although he did have the glove on it. He should have been called off by Klaus, and Klaus taking it all away. Swinging a little comebacker over to first. And that takes care of that. In the inning, no runs, no hits, a walk and a man left. After 3, we're still tied at 1. Here's Mark Mazzoni to lead it off. As we go to the 4th inning, top of the batting order due up for the Trevs. The foul ball. Glad to have you here on the network, wherever you may be. Hope you enjoy our ball game today. Mazzoni takes a strike. 4th inning. Now it appears we've got a problem in the stats here. Looking at the numbers, Trevians have left a lot of men on base. There's a fly ball. Right fielder has it for the out. Out number 1, here's Gavin Sharp. Trevians through the first 3 innings have stranded 8. Of course, the advantage is it's so early in the season. There's a fly ball. On the run, no one will get to it. And Sharp will go in with another double. His second of the ball game. Here's Austin Turbin. And a strike. Strike 1. Sharp leads off second. Low ball. Foul ball back to the screen. This place also has an area where you can get some windshield whackers. Drop third strike. Throwing to first, not in time. And coming home, Gavin Sharp. So call that a strike. Wild pitch. A strike out. A pass ball. And a run in. There's a little squibber. And nope. Foul ball. Chris Harang, the batter. Been on base twice. No official at bats yet. Throw to first. And Turbin back. Austin's been moved over to right field until Mike Wertheimer gets better. Swing and a shot to left, base hit. Run scores. Runners advance. Runner advances. And runners on at first and second.
Number 13, Miles Kloss.
Here's Miles Kloss. Playing first base today. There's a strike on the inside corner, strike one. Brett Sartle on deck. Trevians have taken the lead here, 2-1. There's a strike. Klaus couldn't pull the string on that one. And low ball on the wasted pitch and inside. Miles hit by a pitch and struck out his two previous plate appearances. Little tip. Got a little piece of it. Turbin at second. Harang at first. One out. One run in here in the inning. There's a high fly ball. Gonna be trouble, and it's gonna fall out of play. Swing and a miss, strike three. And there's two out. And there's Brett Sartle. So Brett Sartle bats.
Now batting
with two out.
19, Brett Sartle.
And pitch in the dirt, a ball. Bottom part of the Dons lineup, due up in the bottom half of this frame. Out of pitch, ground ball. Off the third baseman, picks it up, throws. Not in time. And here's Napoleon. Little infield single. There's a strike. So the base is loaded. And Dusty Napoleon, the batter, has been on base twice. Here comes the runner home. Here comes the throw, not in time. And the pass ball Run scores. Runners move up. Trevians leading now 3-1.
What?
There's a bunt foul. Outside the ball. Out of pitch. Inside. The students a little upset with that, but I was inside. Swinging a ground ball. Picked up by the second baseman over to first in time. 4-3 on the putout and the inning over. With 2 runs across on 3 hits. Trevians left 2. We'll be back with more in just a moment. We pause for these messages. We go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Josh Piazza takes a strike. Strike 1. Trevians lead now 3-1. Outside the ball, and the count evens up at 1-1. Out of pitch. Swing a hot shot ground ball foul. Outside of third. Eric Sander on deck. There's a high fly ball left field. Profita has it for the out.
Now batting, number 11, Eric Sander.
Here's Eric Sander. Little squibber right down the line, and it'll hug the line all the way to the bag. Base hit. Here's Batista. Guy Batista, infielder. Throw to first, runner back. Again, we're shooting through the screen, so you'll get occasionally bits of the screen in the picture. Yeah, it's a ball. And a low ball. And a ball.
Keep making them think, Sander. Let's go.
And a strike. And Batista was on his way to first already. Eric Sander already there. Daniel Larkin on the mound. Cold afternoon. Go to first, runner back. High and away a ball, and the second walk issued by Daniel Larkin on the afternoon.
Now batting, number 22, Jeff Wisniewski.
Here's Wisniewski. So 2-1, 1 out. Pitch inside a ball. And a strike. Pulled the bat back. Fourth inning. A little better than halfway home on this one. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike by Danny Larkin. Trevians made it to the baseball Sweet 16 last year. And I guess they're kind of thinking it might go a little bit further than that this year. Little foul tip.
Stay alive, kid. Shorten up. 1, 2.
Stay on it, Jeff.
My wizard.
Swinging a ground ball right to the first baseman. Klaus steps on the bag, and the runners advance. Almost like a swinging bunt. Good job getting it over to that right side of the infield. Girango, the batter. Been at bat twice here, and Girango's grounded out both times, once to the third baseman and once to the shortstop. So 2 out, 2 on. Both in scoring position at second and third. Little squibber foul. Cork screwed himself into the ground. The school not too far away physically from the field here, and quite a few people have been sneaking inside to warm themselves up today. Little foul tips, caught, strike 3. In the inning, no runs on 1 hit, a walk and 2 left. Trevians lead 3-1 at the end of 4. Moving right along, we go to the 5th inning. Brad Shapiro leads it off. Number 8 hitter in the Trevian lineup today. There's a high fly ball out towards center. Center fielder has it for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Now we always talk about our Division I players in basketball. Matt Lottie, Todd Townsend, even Piercevic. But we also have some Division I players in baseball. Matt Sharp and Brian Pritz, among others. Peter Elmer. Luke Sunheim. There's a strike. John Profita doubled in the second inning and grounded out in the third, batting here in the 5th. Ground ball. 1 or 2 hopper to the second baseman, who throws him out. And there's 2 away. And there's Mark Mazzoni. Takes a pitch inside a ball. That's low ball. And a strike. There's a fly ball. And center fielder has it. 1-2-3 inning for the Trevians. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. Go to the bottom half of the fifth. Trevians leading at 3-1. And finally, the Trevians don't strand anybody on base. They've stranded 10. Here's Pauly. Joey Pauly. He's walked and struck out. And hits a high bounder. Picked up nicely by Harang. The throw in time. Nice stretch by Klaus. Now both sides of that one worked well. And there's Catabatori. He has struck out twice. Dean Catabatori, the number 3 hitter in the Dons lineup. Pitch is low ball. They drilled a hole in the back of the football press box, which is over to our right here, and have made it kind of a what one could call a press box. Swinging a ground ball right to Sortle. Over to Klaus in time. And quickly 2 up, 2 down. Here's Burke.
Number 10, Joe Burke.
Here's Joe Burke. Grounded out to Klaus. And grounded out Sortle to Klaus in his 2 previous plate appearances. There's a strike. Trevians 3 runs, 7 hits. And Notre Dame 1 run on 3 hits. Swing and a miss, strike. Well, now don't have to worry about games being called and hit by a pitch. Second hit batsman of the day.
Number 23, John Kolakowski.
Second batter hit by Danny Larkin. Here's Kolakowski. With a runner on at first. 2 down. High fly ball on the run. And taken by Gavin Sharp in center field. Down the power alley. No runs, no hits. A hit batsman and 1 left. At 3-1 Trevians at the end of 5. We'll be back with more. Gavin Sharp leads off the 6th inning. Takes a strike. Strike 2. Sharp, 2 for 2 on the day. 2 doubles. Walked his other time up. Takes outside a ball. Trevians have stranded 10. Twice, leaving the bases loaded. Foul ball. Something about this time of year, teams can do very well if they score early and often in a game, because players get so cold by the end of the game that nobody can do much of anything. Ball low and away. Got away from Piazza. Foul ball back to the screen. Well, obviously everyone expecting the Trevians to be the best team on the North Shore. And they say he's out anyway. Said it hit his foot, which makes the ball dead. Let's watch it again. Well, the only way to really catch this is to do it in the stop motion, so let's set it into slow and then see if we can see it hit his foot on the swing. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it did, on the inside of the foot. Inside of that foot on the right foot. Gavin Sharp is out on the strikeout. Actually ended up striking himself out. He's out on that strikeout. And here's Austin Turbin. He was safe on a drop third strike and scored the third run of the ball game. For the Trevians, pitch outside the ball. Ball two outside. To Austin Turbin. Takes a ball. Austin, regularly a left fielder, but has been pressed into service to play right. Outside the ball, and Austin Turbin has drawn a walk. So Turbin on at first for Chris Harang. Harang actually 1 for 1 on the day. He's been on base all 3 times. Once by a single, once by a hit pitch, and once by a walk. So with a man on first, a little discussion. You talk too much. You worry me to death. You talk too much. You even worry my pet. You just talk. Anyway, here's Chris Harang. As we mentioned earlier on in the broadcast, Chris honing in on a couple of long ball records for the Trevians. Blowing away a ball. Ball 1. Curves in there for a strike. There's a strike. And a stolen base for Austin Turbin. First steal of the year on the network for the Trevs. So runner on at second. Time called. Harang wanted to step out. Ground ball to third. Long throw. Off the bag. Safe. Score that as an error on the third baseman. And runners on at first and second. Batting for Klaus, here's Mandel.
I think he blocked that bag.
A bunt. Foul. And they're calling the batter out for stepping across the bag or stepping onto the plate. Well, they're saying that the ump's saying that Mandel stepped on the plate or stepped over the plate to bunt that ball. So let's see if we can catch where John was. He's out. Yeah, he did do it. He stepped on the plate. So that is an out. You're not allowed to do that. His foot slid right there onto the plate. I'm not sure exactly how you score that. Just scored as an out, I suppose. And here's Brett Sortle with 2 out, 2 on. It's on away a ball. Oh, that was a good call by the umpire. Kind of one of those little obscure rules that if you don't know what they're calling or why they're calling it. There's a hot shot foul down the third baseline. But he stepped on the plate when he tried to bunt the ball. There's a ball in the dirt. Runners will advance on up on the pass ball. Second and third now. High pop-up foul, straight back. Gonna end up on the track, out beyond the little area behind us here. And a pitch low ball. Two out. 2 on via free gifts. High fly ball. Center fielder calling for it. Has it for the out. And that takes care of that in the inning. No runs on no hits. A walk, an error, and 2 left. That makes 12 on the ball game. Stranded by the Trevians. And there was 2 left. Piazza takes a strike.
Good hit, Josh. Get us going, kid.
Most of the players around here not used to playing under the lights, and that, as we get later in the evening here, that could be a problem. There's a fly ball, and whoops! Misjudged by the right fielder. And a stand-up double for Piazza. He didn't. Turbin didn't. Turbin didn't touch that ball. He simply misjudged it. As we said, can be a little different playing in under lights. That's a ball high. So runner on at second. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. Strike. Eric Sander takes a strike. Sander 2 for 2 on the day, 2 singles. Got third strike, the throw in time, nice job. Not hitting the runner. Well, just score that as a strikeout. And on the play, Piazza moved on over to third. And here's Batista. There's a strike. Bottom of the 6th. High bounder. Foul. Off the plate. 0-2 the count. Strike 3. And there's 2 away. Here's Wisniewski.
Now batting, number 22, Jeff Wisniewski.
Here's Wisniewski. Junior. Not a lot of seniors on this Notre Dame team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's see, New Trier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. High pop-up foul. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now the pitch. Line shot, right field. Going to drop in for the base hit and a run in. And it's a 3-2 ball game.
Number 25, Joe Giarango.
Here's Giarango. Had the collar on the day. Bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss, straight. At least found a ballpark to play in that has lights. Not a lot of ballparks in the high schools have lights in them. Swing and a miss, strike. And Loyola going to be moving to a new field, and they'll have lights there. Up on the landfill. Landfill number 2 in Glenview, just off Chestnut. I understand they're thinking of opening the game with the Loyola New Trier game as the first game on that new field as a night game on the 25th of April. At least that's what I've heard. Outside a ball. As we said, weather permitting, Maine East and Niles North. Throw over to first and the runner back. He doesn't call it. Out the pitch. There's a fly ball. Profita waits for it. Has it for the out. And the inning over. But in the inning, 1 run on 2 hits. And 1 left. It's 3-2 Trevians as we go to the 7th. And we'll be back with more. Here's Napoleon to lead it off. Napoleon, Shapiro, and Profita, the bottom third of the batting order. Due up for the Trevians, leading by a run. There's a foul ball back. First game of the season. Trevians leading by a run. 7th inning. Pitch is a little low. Ball. Bottom third of the order due up. There's a fly ball foul, and that's going to go out of play down the line. Ground ball, third baseman has it. Long throw. They say he came down on the bag, and he's out. Napoleon out, 5-3. And here's Shapiro. Inside a ball. Brad safe on the fielder's choice, singled, and flew out to center in his previous plate appearances. Takes a strike. One out. Trevians has some fairly solid defense this year. Potential of some excellent pitchers. Line shot, base hit. Another hit for Shapiro. And Greg Hickey will go out as a courtesy runner. And here's John Profita. Where's the bunt? Bunts it foul, strike. Go to first, runner back. John and Dick's pitch high, a ball. Profita listed as 5'7". Actually, he is the smallest player on the Trevians team this year. Ball got away. And Hickey on over to second. On a pitch Profita was upset that he swung at. Swing and a line shot. Foul. Ground ball, right. Line shot, rather, right to the first baseman. And there's two away. And there's Mark Mazzoni. Mazzoni's had the collar on the day. Only Trevian not to be on base at all today. Pitch low ball. Trevians 2-1 coming into this game. On the season, they did lose a squeaker to Harrisburg, 8-7. During spring break, they went down to Southern Illinois, Little Egypt, Harrisburg, Marion, DuQuoin, Carbondale, down that way. There's a strike. Now the look back, the pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Taken by the shortstop. The throw in time. 6-3 on the putout. And the inning over. So we go to the bottom of the seventh. Holdeman go home time. And the top half of the frame. Trevians no runs on one hit. Another man left. Pauly leads it off. Takes a strike. Pauly, Catapatori, and Burke. 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order. Due up here. The good news is, the bad news is it's 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order. And the good news is none of them have gotten on base via their own efforts. One by a walk that was Pauly, and Burke was hit by a pitch his last at bat. Foul ball right back at us. Hello. That'll wake you up. Well, let's scare you a little bit here. How about that? Good thing there's a screen in the way. I'd be singing soprano if it wasn't in the way. Ground ball, little comebacker. Larkin on over to first. One up, one down. Here's Dean Canabatore.
For Dean Canabatore.
Dean Canabatore bats. It's low ball. Has struck out twice. Grounded out Sortel to then Klaus. Mandel now playing first. There's a swing and a miss strike. There's a strike. Nice pitch. Caught the outside corner. Strike three. That's the 7th strikeout for Larkin, and the Dons down to their last out. Joe Burke, number 4 hitter in the lineup. High pop-up. Ring calling for it. Has it for the out, and the ball game over. Third on this one for the Trevians. 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. The Trevians stranded 13 and were struck out 3 times. They received 4 walks. For Notre Dame, 2 runs on 5 hits and 1 error. They stranded 7, were struck out 2, 4, 6 times, 7 times, and were granted just 2 walks. Trevians win it. This is Mark Braun. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast. And until our next one, we say as always, hope you enjoyed this broadcast and